Welcome back. Rochester Public Schools graduation rate slightly dropped for the class of 2023.
The Minnesota Department of Education released this data this morning. Our Eric Min joins us live in the studio tonight. He spoke with RPS Superintendent Dr. Kent Pickell and is breaking down the numbers for us. Eric.
Tom and Caitlin, RPS says its class of 2023 graduation rates dropped by nearly 2%, 1.91 to be exact. Its superintendent, Dr. Kent Pickell, shares school improvement is a marathon and not a sprint. He says he's confident that RPS is headed in the right direction.
What matters is the long-term trend. And the reason you use the data is not to punish or even reward anyone, it's to get better.
According to Rochester Public Schools, the graduation rate for the class of 2023 was nearly 84%. This is about half a percentage point above the statewide average, which is 83.33%. In 2022, the RPS graduation rate was about 86%. Dr. Pickell told me it is important to note that the pandemic played a significant role in the difference in rates for 2023.
Whether it's because someone in their family lost a job or because they were learning at home through computers and that was difficult, it's not that surprising that some kids would need more time to complete.
Digging into the numbers, a decrease was seen for graduation rates for Asian, Black, Latino, American Indian students and English learners, while graduation rates improved for Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander students and white students. Dr. Pickell mentioned RPS takes this data seriously and he believes analyzing the information will help the school district better facilitate everyone.
When I saw this data, Superintendent, was I happy? No. But was I discouraged? Also no. I said, okay, this is some evidence that we need to take a look at and roll up our sleeves to get better.
Dr. Pickell shares RPS will work to enhance its academic support of all students and use data to learn how to identify kids who may need additional support in their secondary education journeys.
And I think the grad rates that we see today are confirming we have to step up our game in terms of supporting kids' academic progression, not just to that high school diploma, but into and through some kind of post-secondary education or right into a high school career.
Superintendent Kent Pickell says RPS is working to become a data-driven school district and it will use the data to improve its services. He says he wants to make sure the school district is well equips all students with the knowledge and skills to excel in life after graduation. Live in the studio, Eric Min, KTTC News.
Eric, thank you. An update for Minnesota sports fans as owner Glenn Taylor says the Timberwolves and Lynx are no longer for sale. In a release this morning, Taylor confirmed the expiration of the option of Mark Lohr and Alex Rodriguez to acquire controlling interest in the Timberwolves and Lynx to become the majority owners. The closing of the sale of the team was required to happen within 90 days following the notice from Rodriguez and Lohr, which expired yesterday. A request for an extension of time to become majority owners for Rodriguez and Lohr will not be happening either. In the statement, Taylor says he will continue to work with Mark, Alex, and the rest of the ownership group to ensure the teams have the necessary resources to compete at the highest levels on and off the court. The Timberwolves' next game, by the way, is tomorrow in Denver, while the Lynx are looking ahead to the WNBA draft April 14th, where they hold the 7th overall pick.
Here's your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Nick Jansen.
We've had some sunshine today and high temperatures warming up into the low 40s for some of us. Right now at RST on our Lewis and Out Live camera, we are at 40 degrees with some sunshine, wind out of the northwest at just 6 miles per hour, so feels like 36 outside. Temperatures locally, most of us into the low 40s. We're at 39 now in Dodge Center and Owatonna, 43 in Charles City and Mason City. Clear skies here. We have some cloud cover off to the west. That eventually moves in. Probably looking at late tonight into tomorrow morning as that high pressure system starts to move to the east. Future track here overnight tonight. We'll continue with mainly clear sky, and then we start to work in that cloud cover by tomorrow. Wind out of the east-southeast, and look, we start to warm those temperatures up quite a bit, maybe getting close to 60 in a couple spots in northern Iowa. We fast forward then towards early Saturday morning. Just after about midnight, we'll see the chance for some straight and maybe isolated rainfall coming up late Friday night into Saturday. Next main system we're tracking looking to be on late Sunday, extending into Monday rain, and maybe even a chance of a rain-snow mix Monday into Tuesday. Tonight, 19, mainly clear and quiet. Wind tonight out of the northwest, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. 7-day forecast will have some cloud cover on the way for Saturday. High temperatures in the mid to upper 40s, both Saturday and Sunday. Some isolated showers late Sunday into Monday. Next week, temperatures getting a little warmer. We're back to the 50s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and into the following weekend. So those temperatures definitely spring-like by late next week.
I have to say, I've really enjoyed the past couple of years getting the forecast like in person from you. I feel privileged and honored. Now I get to be a viewer, and if I don't agree with your forecast, I get to throw things at the TV.
You can throw things, you can email me too.
I'm going to email you.
There you go.
Keep his
I
number
look forward
saved.
to it.
Let him have it.
You're not going to change your phone number now, are you?
I'll just block you.
Okay, probably. Probably smart.
Problem solved. All right, Nick.
Well, guys, next in sports, I'm going to tell you about the one area athlete going to a national championship, plus the first Minnesota Twins highlights of 2024 on the other side of the break. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Nick Spiliopoulos. Today is a big day for Major League Baseball opening day. The Twins starting the 2024 season in Kansas City. So here we go. Twins off to a hot start. Royce Lewis can swing the bat, mashes this to left center all the way into the fountains. Twins score their first run of the 24 season. Bottom of the first, Michael Garcia gets every piece of this hanging breaking ball from Pablo Lopez. Just like that, we're tied at ones. It took until the third inning, Carlos Correa roping this over the head of the Royals' third baseman, scoring Manuel Margot to pull in front 2-1. But worrisome news here, Royce Lewis forced to leave the game as he was on his way to third base. Early reports signaling a right quad injury. Pablo Lopez ending his opening day on the mound with a backwards K, his 7th of the afternoon. He tossed 7 innings with the lone earned run. Twins tack on 2 more for insurance in the top of the 9th, and Griffin Jacks came in for the save for the injured list absent Joan Duran. Minnesota starts 2024 with a win, 4-1. Game 2 of the series is Saturday at 3:10. And we didn't get to talk about it last night because the broadcast was still in progress, but we have to talk about Lake City's Natalie Bramer. She had quite the night on the floor for Minnesota State Mankato. She led the Mavericks with her season-high 29 points, shooting 13 of 24 from the floor, while grabbing 9 rebounds and 1 very important assist. In the final seconds of the game, Bramer off the inbound to Emily Herzberg for the win, beating Cal State San Marcos 70-68 to advance to their second national championship game in program history. Bramer quickly sharing the limelight with her teammates after the big win.
I'm feeling pretty confident, but that's only because my teammates have so much trust and confidence in me, and they build that confidence in me. I give credit to our bench. They were incredible tonight, just hyping us up the entire time. There was never a dull moment with them, and my teammates are just one to thank for that.
So the D2 Women's National Championship is set. Bramer and the Mavericks will go for their second title in program history. They'll meet the Texas Women's University Pioneers. This is actually the second time these two teams will play this season. The Pioneers besting Minnesota State 76-71 in the Mavericks' second game of the year back in November. Tip-off for this one will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. on CBS Sports Network. And I have to mention 2 area athletes on the Minnesota State men's team. Good Hughes, Will Opsahl, and Dover Yoda's Brady Williams in the national semifinal today. They won today. They're heading to the national championship as well.
Wow.
And our Nathan Hawkins will have those highlights at 10.
We talked about this yesterday, too. Some really good athletes coming out of Lake City. I don't know if it's something in the water there or what, but fun to highlight
Maybe
them.
being on the water.
Yeah, I was
That
going to
probably
say,
could be it.
home of water
Could be
skiing.
just the water itself. All right, we'll be back in a moment.
KTTC Sports.
KTTC, but I should start again. My mic just came on. This newscast is a difficult one for all of us at KTTC, but it's also one of gratitude. Tonight is Tom Overly's last evening newscast before stepping away from the anchor desk to focus on family. Tom Overly has dedicated the past 24 years of his life to keeping all of us informed and safe, even making us laugh. So before we let him say a few words, here's something we want to say to him.
All right. By the way, we want to thank you for inviting us here. It certainly is a pleasure and an honor to be here.
Tom Overly, new to KTTC in Rochester in the summer of 2000, coming from KMOT in North Dakota and hosting the 10 Who Make a Difference Awards. Fresh-faced, a head full of great hair, and ready to make his mark on Rochester.
Rabbi Michelle Werner joins us. Welcome.
Interviewing community members.
The final one, the final interview for Jerry Williams as superintendent of Rochester Schools.
Been the highlight of my professional career.
Senate Minority Leader Dave Senchum from Rochester joins us, and welcome.
At times, paying tribute to his Nordic roots.
God Jul is Norwegian for Merry Christmas. Is brown sugar really traditional? To be a good Norwegian, you need to be a big fan of this. Potato lefse.
Championing charitable causes, volunteering his personal time to MC events like a chair affair and the Eagles Cancer Telethon.
Some enchanted evening, someone may be laughing.
Being there for viewers when the difficult news broke.
Today's tragedy forced the shutdowns of hundreds of businesses and organizations across the world. At noon today, the heads of the city, sheriff, and fire departments met to respond to safety concerns and to ensure us that they are prepared for anything. We understand that Highway 61, that's south of Lake City, there have been some mudslides along that route. That's according to MnDOT. Thank you, all of you viewers who submitted excellent questions. Dr. Tosh, what do we need to know before we get started tonight? Strict debate between Jim Hagedorn and Dan Feehan.
Moderating debates, equipping voters with the knowledge they needed before heading to the polls.
After weeks of campaign rallies and trading barbs on various issues at various public events, this was the first chance for a face-to-face exchange. Alan Quist, with strong Tea Party backing, attacking DFL Congressman Tim Walz on Obamacare, federal spending. For years, we've heard candidates campaign on platforms of reducing the national debt.
Interviewing governors.
A war is justified if you'd send yourself or your son.
Earlier, you were optimistic that leaders could reach an agreement on these priorities.
Even a president of the United States.
Well, it's very important, and as you know, we have some great congressmen.
Tom has had fun shooting promotions over the years.
You betcha.
Lots of them. Of course, he wasn't always perfect.
More time? 3, 2, 1. Thanks for watching your 3, 2, 1. See if I remember how to spell my name.
Jokes aside, Tom has won many awards over the years, including 9 regional Emmys, even accepting the National Association of Broadcasters Service to America Award on KTTC's behalf in Washington, D.C. last year.
Together, we will make a difference.
He's had a few co-anchors over the years.
I really wish I was here. Oh, thanks for joining us.
And mentored countless young journalists.
And thank you very much. Fana comes to us via the internet through Skype technology.
Tom Overly certainly earned the nickname Mr. Rochester, but his impact and legacy extends far beyond the Meta City.
I just hope that in my small way, I can create ripples that benefit other people, that change the lives for the good of other people. And I think that perhaps is my motto each day. It's what I hold true to. Am I doing my very best that perhaps will make a difference in the lives of others? And if I can, at the end of the day, know that I created a very small ripple, it's been a good day.
And a special thank you to Ben Mulholland and Zach Fuller for their work on that piece for Tom.
You wanted me to choke up on the news, didn't you?
Anything you want to say, Tom? 24 years.
There was a picture of Pat Lund, our dear beloved longtime sports director, and I think of Pat, who I worked with for many years, and I think of his family and his dad, Tony. I also want to thank a longtime general manager, Jerry Watson, who had the courage to hire me many, many years ago with Joel Street, the news director at the time. A big thank you to them as well. And to the current leadership here, KTTC is my home. And I'm going to continue to do some special projects here at the television station. So again, it's just farewell for now. I'm going to take a break, and as many of you know, do help my mom and dad. My mom has had dementia, and so we're going to just focus on some family needs right now. But it has been an honor and a great kick working with all of you. I sometimes come to work and I'm not feeling good, and right away I see this gal, and I just light up. And then you guys, I mean, seriously. It has been a joy and an honor and a privilege, and we have a group here of reporters and producers standing by, and directors. Just thank you from my heart. I'm in a space of gratitude.
Well, thank you, Tom. On behalf of all of us, on behalf of all the viewers, we've been getting your messages, your phone calls pouring into the newsroom about how much you love this guy. And believe us, we love him too. So we wish you the very best as you head out to this next chapter.
Thank you, thank you. Is this where you pull out your poem that you wrote for me, or that song that
My song, there was.
No singing.
No, never. Should we allow Nick Jansen to bail us out? Gonna check on the weather for these folks.
Let's do it.
Yeah, sure. One more time, you want to ask what's coming down the pipe?
Nick, what's coming down the pike?
All right, as we take a look at that 7-day forecast here, 51 for the high coming up on Friday. Mid-40s this upcoming weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So we'll have the chance maybe for some isolated showers on the way late Sunday, extending into Monday. Then we'll have some high temperatures late next week into the 50s by Wednesday and Thursday. And Tom, real quick, you are just a true professional. It's been an honor to work with you.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Likewise. And I'm excited with Brock. The new kid on the block, so to speak. He's from Southeast Minnesota. He knows this area, and he loves KTTC as much as I love KTTC.
He's also risking life and limb to be
and
on the tracks recording this for Tom right now.
Hey, thank you again, everyone. It has been truly an honor, and I'm in the space of gratitude. So thank you for joining us tonight at 6.